who express those and push them throughout the world, the airways, are the problem. And it's unfortunate because I considered you a friend. I looked up to you. You're somebody who I had a great deal of respect for. But sometimes you should shut the fuck up.
Right, Malcolm Jenkins saying Brees is blinded by privilege and that even though that they're teammates, he can't let this slide.
When we step off of this field and I take my helmet off and I'm a black man walking around America and I'm telling you I'm dealing with these things. I'm telling you my communities are dealing with these things. And your response to me is, don't talk about that here. This is not the place. Drew, where is the place, Drew?
You also had the likes of LeBron James saying, wow, man, is it still surprising at this point? Sure isn't. You literally still don't understand why Cap was kneeling on one knee. It has absolutely nothing to do with the disrespect of the flag and our soldiers, men and women who keep our land free. Now, in part, what we ended up seeing last night is that in a statement to ESPN, Brees appeared to be doubling down on his comments, saying, I believe we should all stand for the national anthem and respect our country and all those who sacrifice so much for our freedoms. That includes all those who marched for women's suffrage in the 1920s and all those who marched in the civil rights movements and continue to march for racial equality. All of us, everyone, represent that flag. Right, and still after that, the pressure kept mounting, and what we ended up seeing this morning is in an Instagram post we saw Brees apologize, writing, in an attempt to talk about respect, unity, and solidarity centered around the American flag and the national anthem, I made comments that were insensitive and completely missed the mark on the issues we are facing right now as a country. They lacked awareness and any type of compassion or empathy. And adding, I am sick about the way my comments were perceived yesterday, but I take full responsibility and accountability. I recognize that I should do less talking and more listening, and when the black community is talking about their pain, we all need to listen. For that, I am very sorry and I ask your forgiveness. Which, of course, as something like this does, resulted in a number of people thanking him for these new comments, some saying it's not enough, and a number of people disappointed that he is now apologizing. But kind of the last thing I want to touch on with this story actually involves Laura Ingraham of Fox News. Right, Miss Shut Up and Dribble herself, who I believe gets paid like $15 million a year to be a professional fearmonger. And something interesting that came out of this is you had people comparing a clip of her talking about LeBron James having a political opinion and a clip of her talking about Drew Brees having a political opinion.
It's always unwise to seek political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. Oh, and LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
Well, he's allowed to have his view about what kneeling and the flag means to him. I mean, he's a person. He has some worth, I would imagine. I mean, this is beyond football, though. This is totalitarian conduct. This is Stalinist. And by the way, on the streets of New Orleans, we're looking at live pictures. They're shouting, F Drew Brees.
Wow.
That's what this moment has done to the beautiful team spirit of the New Orleans Saints.
He's a great Christian man.
You know, Drew Brees, good Christian man. He has worth. This is more than politics. LeBron James, shut up and dribble. We didn't vote for you. And as far as my opinion here, once again, just my opinion. When it comes to Laura Ingraham, I believe that she is a fear-mongering bigot. For some reason in this country, you have a lot of people saying, well, I'm not racist. Look, I didn't say the N-word. That's not the bar. There are different forms of racism. And I feel like this is an example of that. And if there is a final note that I can hit on, if it's not already happening now, I believe some people will make a false comparison of what Laura Ingraham said and what Malcolm Jenkins said. Jenkins, in his video where he's unloading his heart to Drew Brees about his personal experience, his community's personal experience, he also says, shut the fuck up. But I do believe that there is a difference there, because with Jenkins, there is an open door. With Ingraham, there's a closed door. With Ingraham telling LeBron and KD to shut up and dribble. It's all you are. Your words don't matter. Whereas with Jenkins, it's shut up and listen. In that moment, you're talking, but you're not hearing. And even to that point, it feels solidified with Drew Brees' statement where he says, you know, it's not about talking, it's about listening. And to that point, I believe that over the years, I have grown the most when I shut the hell up and I listen, especially to the words of someone with a drastically different life experience than me, or a voice that is different than what I normally hear from kind of the mainstream. But that's my take on it as it is now. And of course, with this whole story, whether it be the Ingraham part or just the Drew Brees part, anything, I'd love to know your thoughts in those comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching, liking this video, maybe sharing it, being a part of that conversation in those comments down below. Also, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button and then tap that bell to turn on notifications. It needs to look like this so you actually get them. Also, remember this video is just one part of today's two-part Philip DeFranco show. If you want to watch the next part, you can click there, or in the description down below. But with that said, of course, as always, my name's Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love yo faces, and I'll see you next time.